This is Carl.
This is Kelly.
And we're on the road with Merv. Are we?
Are we?
On the road with Merv, adventures galore, exploring the world and so much more. Carl and Kelly, on this journey we go, all by your side, making anywhere home. On the road with Merv.
Hey y'all, it is Thursday, 4:38, and we are leaving at 5 p.m. And yes, I mean 5 p.m. this time, not 5:10, not 5:15. We are going to leave at 5. So, everything is loaded. Kelly said she would be home by 5. I am doing last minute prep stuff. I've already closed up the house, sealed everything up. We've got our bikes on the back. We're headed to Jacksonville Beach, Florida, which is pretty darn cool. This is going to be a good trip. We're leaving at 5, but we're not driving all the way through. We're going to be stopping somewhere, I think Mariana, Florida. I can't quite remember. We're probably going to spend the night in a Walmart tonight just to break up the trip. So tomorrow we won't have very far to go. We can get there nice and early.
Sorry.
And here she is.
I know.
And what time is it?
5:19.
5:19. After I just told everybody we were definitely leaving at 5.
You know, it's work. I had to get a file out before we went on vacation, so I didn't have to work.
So we're driving along. It's about 7:36. We've got about 40 miles until we're stopping for the night. But Kelly looks in the median of the highway, and there were 3 pigs just grazing in the middle of the highway. Now we get
like 5.
like 5.
Yes.
Now we get wild boar down in the south, but the fact that they were in the middle of the highway scares me, because clearly they crossed one side to get there, and they're gonna have to cross one side to get back. And these are not small animals. These are monsters. They're gonna do some serious damage if somebody hits them. So we made it to our home away from home, I think, for the night. Ta-da! Wally World! Woo! Just pulled in. It's like a little bit after 8 o'clock, and I think we're gonna stay here. There's another RV, like a big Class C behind us, and there's a truck, looks like they're in for the night behind us. So we're gonna chill here. We may or may not shift. Kelly's very nervous about it. I've stayed in many Walmarts. Kelly's unsure of everything, so we'll see her comfort level, but I think this is where we're gonna stay. Teeny tiny wrinkle dinkle here. The water pump seems to not want to prime. Kelly, can you turn on the water pump for us? Show us what it's doing. So normally, as you can hear, that primes the lines, and then that should stop. And it's not. Which tells me there is either a leak or some air in the system. So I have looked at every single line I can look at on the interior that I can easily see. There is no water anywhere. There is no issue. You can turn it off, Kelly. And when I go underneath, it's dark outside, I don't see any water dripping anywhere from Merv. I've already replaced this pump once, but when I replaced it, it wasn't working at all. Scratching heads. We'll sleep on it, see if we can solve it tomorrow. Update on the pump. Problem solved. It wasn't priming because there was so much air in the line. So here's what I did. I went in the bathroom and I simply turned on the cold water here, and it was sputtering, but I just let it sputter, and I even turned it higher, turned the hot on until I got a steady stream, and all the sputtering is normal. I mean, that is air in the line. Normally it doesn't impact the pump, but as soon as it went to full flow, I stopped the water, turned it off, and the pump stopped. And the pump is still on. So it's fully primed and ready to rock and roll. Oh, I do want to show one thing before I shut down. So I bought these 2 fans. They are rechargeable fans. And I got them specifically for this when we're boondocking and we can't run the air conditioner. Kelly, how is it? Yours is on, is it on high? Did you put it on high?
You turned it on. I didn't turn it on.
Whoop. That's low, 2, 3. That's high.
That's good.
And then I've got one over here that I haven't turned on yet that'd be facing me. So it should keep us cool, and we've got the windows open. And I think it's gonna be in the 70s tonight, so we should be okay. All right, good night. See you in the morning. We survived the night in at the Walmart parking lot, Marianna, Georgia, Florida. Kelly's in the shower right now. Then I'm gonna take a shower, and then we spied a Waffle House across the street. So we're gonna hit that up for some breakfast, and then we'll hit the road, and hopefully we'll be in Jacksonville Beach before lunch. When you're on the road, come on.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun, as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light.
We're so close.
Oh, so close.
So close, but the map turned red.
Yeah, look at it. It's still red for a while.
The map turned red. Boo!
Now the morning is the afternoon.
Alright, I probably need to do a bit of explaining at this point. Kelly and I were fortunate enough to spend the weekend with our incredibly generous hosts, Paige and Chuck, in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. And for the remainder of the trip, we stayed in their beautiful home across the street from the beach. However, in order to protect their privacy, and quite frankly because they look like Barbie and Ken and would most definitely steal the spotlight, I didn't film very much of this portion of the trip. Suffice it to say, we had an exceptional extended weekend. Kelly and I are very fortunate right now because we are cruising around in a 43-foot boat on the Intercoastal in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. Not a bad way to spend an afternoon, that's for sure. Everybody, it is 10:44 on Monday, Memorial Day. This is Eastern time.
Yes.
And Kelly, we're on our way home. And Kelly, why are we a little bit late today?
Because we got a nail in our tire.
Yes, I went out this morning and I noticed the tire looked a little low. So I checked the tire pressure, and the tire pressure is supposed to be 61 and it was 19. Which honestly, I think is the default for my tire pressure reader. I mean, it had very little air. Fortunately, even though it's Memorial Day Monday, I called Firestone, and the guy was like, and now granted, this was early in the morning, this was still like 7:30, and the guy says, oh, come on over, we'll take care of it. So we drove over there, it was about 15 minutes away, and they were excellent. They said it'll be about an hour. We went and had a little bit of breakfast, we came back, and it was ready for us, and it cost me a grand total of $32. So thumbs up for Firestone.
Thumbs up for Firestone.
And for saving our ass, because that would have been bad. Had a great time. My voice is all hoarse because yesterday on the boat we were singing and dancing and just being silly. And I lost just having fun. I lost my voice. So I think that's gonna be it for our trip to Jacksonville. Like and subscribe our channel if you can. It really helps us out. Otherwise, until the next Merv.
That's a wrap.
On the road with Merv.
Please like this video and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on the latest Merv content.